That's a really good question. I'd give it a B- so far. Certainly didn't take the jump this year that I think I was hoping for, and I think a lot of Packers fans were. He gets caught out of position a little bit too much for my liking. I do think, though, there's a lot that goes on as far as what he's been asked to do between the two different schemes. I'm interested to see how he progresses next year, second year in the system. But yeah, you'd like to see a little bit more consistency. I know people get really down on him for that Ravens game, but I mean that, he was going up against one of the best tight ends in the game, who made everybody who tried to take him one-on-one foolish this year. I mean, everybody, no matter what system, no matter what player. So, I think that game got kind of burned in people's brains. It's kind of like Davante's second year. Now, I think we would all hope Savage is a little bit past his sophomore year, but I remember Davante's second year, that game against Detroit at home, in the second half, it wasn't even a whole game, it was just the second half, he had a number of really bad drops that kind of colored everybody's perception about Davante for a good long while. I mean, you just got to go and look on Twitter at the receipts of everybody calling for his release. He's so terrible, blah, blah, blah. And he really wasn't terrible the entirety of that game or even that season. But that second half of that game really colored people's kind of thinking on Davante. And I think that Ravens game has kind of done the same thing for Darnell. I don't think, he's been lights out. I think he's got a lot more to accomplish, a lot more to improve upon. I think there's still a lot there ceiling-wise that he can hit. But I do find it interesting. I see a lot of people talking about how he's been a disappointment, and I'm not down with that. But you want him to take that next step big time, especially as a former first-round pick. They're going to have to make a decision on his fifth-year option. I suspect they pick it up, but we'll see.